In today's video, Conor McGregor made a very loud statement. Of course, Logan Paul immediately answered him and then even offered a pretty interesting deal. It is time to acknowledge Aljamain Sterling's merits. He stands as the most dominant bantamweight champion ever. Israel Adesanya has shared what might occur if Khamzat Chimaev has a convincing victory over Paulo Costa on October 21st in Abu Dhabi. And then at the end of the video, Mike Tyson praised Ngannou's boxing skills ahead of the Fury fight. And he is confident that Ngannou will surprise everyone. So let's kick things off in order. However, there is a very small favor to ask. Kindly remind everyone to please like and subscribe to the channel. As you can see, we are close to hitting 60,000 subs, so a heartfelt thank you to all for your continued support. Now, the reigning UFC bantamweight champion Aljamain Sterling is gearing up for another title defense, scheduled for this upcoming weekend. This time, he will be stepping into the octagon against a formidable contender, Sean O'Malley. Anticipation for this fight is growing as it could be his last fight in the division, because as Aljo admitted with each subsequent fight, it is increasingly difficult for him to lose the weight.
Yeah, moving up to featherweight.
Look this how skinny he is. There's no
I'm supposed to find
no fat here, nothing.
17 more pounds. It's a lot of weight. I'm gonna have to cut off a titty.
However, if Sterling manages to secure another successful title defense, this achievement will not only solidify his championship, but also extend his record for title defenses in the division's history. Now, as a rule, Sterling's achievements tend to be somewhat devalued, and he does bear some responsibility for this as well. I mean, everyone remembers Petr Yan's knee and then Aljo's acting. And then there was the very close rematch where opinions were divided about the overall result, and the dispute over who truly emerged victorious in the fight continues to spark a lot of debates among fans. Then there was TJ Dillashaw, who entered the fight with an injury, and during the fight, his shoulder completely flew out of the joint, providing Sterling with an advantage that he capitalized on effortlessly. Well, his last fight was with Henry Cejudo, with whom Aljamain won by a split decision. Now that is, in his fights there is simply no confidence, say like in Volkanovski, who practically leaves no chance for his opponents. But nevertheless, it is time to give Sterling his due. 3 defenses is a record, and it is impossible to ignore the fact that yes, he still wins. Now yes, some, well, they were questionable, and some were not so convincing, but this does not change the fact that Aljo wins. In addition, he accepts every fight that he is given in the UFC, and he does not shy away from challenges. The sole fighter whom Sterling has not yet encountered and will not encounter is Merab Dvalishvili, owing to their strong existing friendship, and they are unwilling to trade that for a championship belt. Now this might partially add Sterling's readiness to move up in weight, thus giving his friend a chance to become champion. Now we can all agree this reads like a script for a movie, okay? 2 friends who cleared out the entire division, and then if Sterling beats O'Malley, he will leave as the most dominant champion in this weight class.
Sean, if I can give you one damn advice, stay in the center. Stay in the center and don't leave the center. Because the more you get outside in these areas, and you allow him to pressure you, he's going to press you right away. He did it with me. You know, luckily I was able to get a quick bear hug, which kind of made him respect me a little bit. But for you, he is going to come at you, and he's going to take you in this area. He's going to take you with a black line of the cage. And if you play that area, this is going to end up taking you down, taking your back, and end up finishing you.
I think Aljo's definitely I think he's probably the best bantamweight ever to do it. And with the stuff that he does, his style, he has a weird style, and I think people don't give him credit because of his weird style, right? He doesn't have the cleanest striking. Even his wrestling is not the cleanest. And people still come at him because of the way he won the belt against Petr Yan the first time, even though it wasn't his fault. It was an illegal knee from Petr Yan, but people just choose to hate on him because it was won that way. Even though the second fight he came back and won it clearly, people hate on him still because that's the way the fans are. They like to hate. The way Aljo's won his last fights, even in the Dillashaw fight, Dillashaw got hurt, but Aljo dominated him and finished him. People don't give him credit for that. Beating a guy like Cejudo, still don't give him credit for that. Cejudo was out for 3 years or whatever, even though he took down an Olympic wrestler, beat an Olympic wrestler the way he did, and Cejudo gives him credit for it. He says he's an awkward style, weird guy to fight. So I think people are just gonna hate on him no matter what. What are you gonna do? All you can do is keep winning and keep collecting checks.
But what do you guys think about all of this? Leave your thoughts down in the comments below. And moving on, Conor McGregor made a very loud statement.
Dylan will win, for sure. They're already backtracking right now. They awoke an animal. I know Dylan years, I've trained with him many times. I've helped him. I'm guiding him. I'm going to train him for this. And I guarantee a win. So I hope the lad shows up. He's going to put a bill on us if we don't show up. We're going to come at him with a bill if he don't show up.
Of course, Logan Paul immediately answered him and then even offered a pretty interesting deal.
I got $1 million that says I beat your boy on October 14th. Come on, bro. Come on. I know you caked up. See how confident you are. Imagine all the you can buy you. Organic. 2 dummies, 1 night, October 14th. I'm f***ing you both up.
But do you think Conor's going to agree to this? Let us know down in the comments. If Khamzat Chimaev scores a dominating victory over Paulo Costa, he could overtake the South African top UFC middleweight Dricus du Plessis in the title race. Now, this was announced by the current champion of the division, Israel Adesanya. Definitely it is, says Adesanya. I want to fight Dricus, but he missed his chance. The guy said his leg hurt. Look at my leg. It's swollen like a balloon. For the fight with Boers to become a reality, Israel Adesanya must defend his title against Sean Strickland on September 9th at UFC 293 in Sydney, and then the fight between Khamzat Chimaev and Paulo Costa will take place on October 21st at UFC 294 in Abu Dhabi.
You ready?
Let's kick it here. Go push it.
Go! Let's go.
Go, Khamzat. Blow teeth. Come here.
Dricus du Plessis took first place in the division rankings last month with a stoppage victory over Robert Whittaker. And then the legendary American Mike Tyson, well, he spoke about Francis Ngannou, whom he will be training for a fight with the WBC heavyweight champion, Tyson Fury. Now, their boxing fight will be taking place at the end of October in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. He had a lot of professional fights, he just never participated in a professional boxing match. Working with Francis, I became convinced that he had the ability. I think he has good prospects. The fight may not be as one-sided as many people think. I definitely believe the fight will be competitive. Now, the fight between Ngannou and Fury will be a goldmine for each of them. There is absolutely no doubt about that. And most importantly, a potential rematch could be rated even higher if the opponents have a really good first fight. Therefore, for Ngannou, all of this looks like a great chance at being able to retire and then living comfortably for the rest of his life. And after that, you can then choose other boxers if you really wanted to. Many have already expressed their desire to fight Francis in the future, so he is just getting started. Now, that is all for today, and if you liked the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much in advance.